Hello subscribers and viewers. I know I already uploaded today, but I had some extra time to kill, and I realized that I haven't done a Meso-Review in a while. So today I'll be taking a look at the Carnegie Collection 1988 Tyrannosaurus Rex. Though it's old, so it's very inaccurate. As you can see, it still has that. Still drags its tail on the ground. But I really wanted this figure mostly because it appeared in Dinosaur Island, and Dinosaur and Bionicle inspired me to make this channel. So, and I'm pretty sure it inspired a lot of other people to make a DinoTube channel. But before we review this figure, here are some facts about Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus, which name means Tyrant Lizard King, is a genus of tyrannosaurid theropod that lived from Alberta through Texas. Alberta, Canada through Texas, USA. It was named by Osborne in 1905. And it lived in the, I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, Maastrichtian stage of the late Cretaceous. It was 12 meters, about 39 feet long, and was either a hunter or scavenger. I think scientists are still debating. And a lot of people consider Gorgosaurus, Daspletosaurus, Tarbosaurus are all species of Tyrannosaurus, which I agree with because they look very similar, but that's just my opinion. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the review. Looking at the head, as you can see, it has paint scuffs, which is okay because it's very noticeable on a far distance. The camera can focus. As you can see, that for some reason, Safari Ltd never made this with a tongue, or they did. If you guys know if this figure had a tongue, you would let me know. And as you can see, unlike other figures, it doesn't really have any coating of gloss to make it wet. Like I said, this is an old figure. You know, it has that green coloration that a lot of people envisioned it back then, because lizards are green and dinosaurs were considered to be just giant lizards. So that's why they had their tails dragging and mostly green coloration. And the claws are, for some reason, not that very sharp. Again, my camera, it's focusing right now. I'm not sure if you can see that. Down here on the stomach, there's no really change of coloration like in other figures, like in other modern day figures. As you can see here, camera can't focus. It's focusing now. Oh, it was 14 meters. In the book I just read, which is how I tell you the facts, it said it was 12 meters. So, is it 14 or is it 12? I'm not sure. Sorry for my loud background. And it's actually a really good coloration. You know, it changes from, regular green to a sort of jade coloration, and a stripe running down its back, and other smaller stripes going out of it. The tail's basically a continuation of the rest of the body, so the only special thing is that it drags its tail again. And my aunt got this for me on eBay, but it's really good for how old this thing is. But if you don't really like if you want it more like in a greater condition, you check out D. Jenkins. they're a really good online store for dinosaurs. Though even though they don't have like every like figure company like PNSO, Nanmu, and W Dragon, they have like very old figures, like even discontinued figures in like mint condition, like this one. So, and they have really good prices because they like either like they like take a huge chunk of money out of its regular price, and I think that's why a lot of people like to buy it. Like for example, KikiZilla 101, he bought figures for his series Mesozoic Isle. And Bionicosaurus, I'm pretty sure he bought some figures for Dinosaur Island Season 4 on there. But anyway, its length is about about 10 inches, heights 6 inches. And for size comparison, we have the latest Safari Ltd Tyrannosaurus, the 2017 one, which is very amazing, as you can see here. The detail on this one is much better. Also, it's more scientifically accurate. Though now some scientists say that T.Rex would have some feathers, but not its entire body with feathers. I'm not sure. I prefer T.Rex with feathers, because it looks really cool. So, as you can see, look how Safari Ltd evolved from 1988 to 2017. They really evolved with their detail. The eyes, even the mouth and nostrils are much better on this guy. Next we have the Schleich T-Rex, the only other Tyrannosaurus figure I have in my collection. You can see here, though they're basically the same color, they both have like a darker green stripe on their back that's barely noticeable, and they have like a lighter green skin coloration. But this one has, you know, the articulated jaw, which is a bit loose on mine, but I guess because I had this figure for years and it was in storage. As you can see here, even Schleich has done a better job, as you can see here. Though their early models were hideous. That Carnotaurus was very cursed. But anyways, as you can see, this is another representation of T-Rex without feathers. So, and I have two more size comparisons to go. My third comparison is the Carnegie Spinosaurus. As you can see here, even the Carnegie collection has evolved. As you can see, the teeth are way better on this one, and this one actually has a tongue this time. Also, I'm pretty sure they introduced like a golden eye or something, as you can see on mine. Pretty sure that a lot of other dinosaurs like the Giganotosaurus or the T-Rex 10th anniversary had this. You can see this figure completely dwarfs this one. And this one has much better detail, as I said earlier. Though the teeth do look like they're just not individually painted. Or they are, but the paint dried. My final comparison is the collection Diplodocus. They both came from the same year and the same haul. This guy can't even fit on the camera. He isn't even looking the right way. Let me fix that. There. Again, it's about as big as my background, actually. Yeah, I'll be reviewing this figure and probably another Invicta figure tomorrow. As you can see, this is completely dwarfed just by the length alone. It's like a third of the size of this one. But since that tail's curled up, if this was more downwards, and this one's also kind of curved, this one would still be longer though. And like I said, since dinosaurs were like big lizards, this one has a green coloration, which is basically the same, with the exception of the dark green stripe on the back. So that concludes the review of the Carnegie Collection 1988 T-Rex. Even though it's very old and inaccurate, it will still be having a role in my series, Tyrannosaurus titanus. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about my channel. It really helps out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.